Hi everyone, in today's video what we're going to do is take a look at Equalizer on base. If some of you are not familiar, this is a platform that's launched originally on Fantom and currently doing really well on Fantom, and I would put it up there now as one of the main dexes on the Fantom chain, soon to be Sonic. So obviously in this case we're going to be looking at it on base chain, and the reason why is because this is one of the platforms that I'm looking to try and build into for the salary distribution section of my crypto earning journey. Aim here is to build out into a position as low cost as I can, and then eventually be able to earn from it, from the voting and stuff like that. So with this in mind, if you can build out into a decent position, and eventually when the bear market comes around, you'll still be earning a percentage of the fees and stuff for voting. So you know, it is a great bear proof kind of strategy, and obviously definitely a bull market strategy as well for earning through it. So we're quickly going to go through it, and I'm going to show you my kind of play from it. So straight away when you see it down here, you see the numbers and the figures. They're very accurate numbers from what I can tell, and it pretty much shows it for the V scale. So again, you turn your scale, you lock it. I think it's only a 6-month lock as well to get maximum yield out of it. It's 56%, so it works out for, I think, every 1,000 scale tokens that you lock, you'll earn roughly I want to say $1.50 or something like that. Again, and I think it's 1,000 scale tokens cost around $150, give or take. You know, so yeah, you're not going to get rich doing this method, but again, the aim here is to build out to it as quickly as we can. Again, not necessarily having to spend our own money for it. So we're quickly just going to look at the chart here. You can see scale at the moment. We've had some, you know, big movements up and down, and instead we've reached highs up here of 76 cent only in March time. So you know, there is a great potential for this to really take off, especially when, as I said, base chain does pick up, and in general you're going to have a more positive market, let's say. So it will be definitely a good play for me anyway. And again, you know, none of this financial advice. Make sure you don't do your own research and stuff like that. So if we go back here, you can see the volume. Volume obviously picked up back here. We did drop off a little bit and picking back up again. The current votes. So again, this is a breakdown of the current votes. The top voting on it, so 12% voting for it. So this is where if you were to vote each week, you're getting a percentage of the pool that's the generated fees and bribes and stuff like that. So you know, it is an excellent approach and opportunity for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the vote section. So this is where you would lock your tokens. So the next epoch is in 4 days, or 5 days, sorry, 44, epoch 44. You can see the breakdown here of the different votes and how much you would get. So as I said, roughly 1,000 scale tokens will earn you roughly $1.50, again based on the value. So if you have, I think, $150 worth in it, I think is what gets you 1,000 scale, then you're going to get approximately $150 per week with them tokens. So again, not extremely high, but it's a building block, and that's the key thing here. So my play in this is going to be obviously the Tango farm. You know that I mentioned this a lot on Twitter, and especially on I made a few videos on YouTube about it. The reason for this is obviously we're going to have a high API for farming this token, and you know, we're going to have that similar to what we had with Tango the last one, Fantom side. You potentially have this for a couple of weeks, having high returns. So this is a great way to potentially get into the scale, you know, at a low cost, and have exposure to meme coins, and have exposure to obviously a strong meme coin, I would say. The reason for this is because Tango at the moment do have massive vote and stuff like that. So this will be my play. But as I said, like, there is hundreds of other different farms you can get into and you can vote for, and they all will give you a percentage of whatever the bribes are. So again, obviously we're still 5 days out, so this is going to massively increase as the closer we get to the epoch flip and stuff like that. So you can see here the next voting April, last epoch was 71%. So you know, it is a high APR, like what they said on their main page. If you have a pool here, you can come along if you wanted to, and you could bribe it. So you can select whatever pair you want, and you can add your bribe to it, as again it's coming out of your own pocket. And then obviously here in the rewards section is going to give you the rewards for it. And this is the lock, so this is where you would actually lock your scale tokens, and it's pretty much just create a lock it for, I think it is 6 months, and then that's it. And if we jump over here to liquidity, you can see currently all the different pools, obviously the higher APRs. I'd imagine Tango will be up around here next week when this launches, and obviously straight away it's going to have a decent TVL locked in it, because you can see here liquidity at the moment is only 43,000, but as I said, we have a market cap of 600,000. The reason being is because at the moment you can't earn from the farm, and I don't think it's going to come up on the list like this when you search them, because it has no APR yet. So you can see it there, there's no APR yet, but there's 40,000 locked in it, which is, you know, not bad for an early start. So if we can get to a similar TVL locked as the Fantom side, at this I think touched 500,000 at one stage, so you know it will be interesting to see how it goes. Yeah, look, as I said, where are we going back here? So Equalizer, as I said, massive player on Fantom, making big moves obviously with Fantom going to Sonic, and they will be one of the leading indexes I think on Sonic. And I think if you're looking to build out passive income and follow my kind of approach to it, again, you know, it is a useful platform that you can take advantage of your earnings basically. Again, I'm all about getting whatever you earn up here and having it flow down through the entire empire that you're building here with passive income, and pretty much getting more bang for your buck and not having to put more and more money into it. So obviously eventually these will be paying us long term, and we can eventually start to, maybe some people will be able to live off it, and obviously the higher amounts you put into it, the better it is, as opposed to some people put high amounts into farms up here, and eventually you're in a position that they never take profits out of it, they never have cash ready, and they'll end up getting stung in it. Now I know at the moment, looking at all these pools that I'm in, I think the only one I will be down on big will be the Wrapped Eat and Klima one. I think Tango and Fantom, I adjusted this a week or two ago, and I'm delighted with what is earned and what I gained from the general price appreciation. I'll do the same with the Tango and the base chain. OVN, this has been, for most people I say, has been a solid one for the last, I would say, 6 months, and you know, I adjusted this only recently as well, and you know, I'm delighted with that positioning as well. Yeah, so look, as I said, that's pretty much it for Equalizer. Well worth the look, check it out yourself, but check it out and have a plan in place. And this kind of brings me to, this was posted obviously the other day now when you're watching this video, but this is pretty much it for me. You know, media in general, and this reflects really well I think in crypto, we'll always try and shake you out with positions, and I think if you have a clear plan like what I have here at this moment in time, you have a clear plan, you have a flow of where you're putting your funds and how you're getting to them and what you're building out, then I think media in general can step to the side and you pay less attention to it. Now, I'm not saying ignore it, but just pay less attention to it, because it's not going to help you with what you're trying to build out. But again, you know, if you're following along with my channel and you're looking to kind of follow a similar path, have a clear goal. My goal here is to build out these two bottom positions. My long-term holdings of crypto, and having a salary from crypto protocols that are paying you a percentage of revenue and things like that. You know, so as I said, that's my long-term goal, and I want to have it in such a way that I can have crypto pretty much earning for me, and you know, without the stress of pumping and prices fluctuations and things like that. And eventually my dream will be to get into stable kind farming, and you know, you don't have to worry too much about it, and it is literally cash flow for you. Yeah, so look, again, sorry, I tried cutting the videos down, but sometimes it's a bit hard because of the amount of coverage I'm trying to do on projects. So I appreciate your support, liking the video, you know, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Make sure you let me know in the comments what you think of it, if you're in it, if there's similar protocols and platforms like Equalizer, say, on different chains. I'm more than happy to take a look at them as well. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.